Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. We are going to be doing the tarot astrology as we do every week for all the signs. Hi, everybody. So you guys know how it goes. I'm going to be going live. I'm here on TikTok. I'm here on YouTube. We're going to go through all of the signs today. We're going to try to burn through them as quickly as possible, as we typically try to do. And hello. You guys know the drill. I'm going to be choosing based on what I see in the comments, and that's typically how we do it. I'll go back and forth between YouTube and TikTok to choose which sign we're doing first. So I hope all of you are having a beautiful day, and we're just gonna get started. We're just gonna get right into it, right? We were just coming off of that full moon, that lunar eclipse that was just a few hours ago. I got to see it with my son. We got up extra early to watch it. It was absolutely beautiful. Super excited about it. Really glad we had an opportunity to catch it. All right, and so I hope you guys did too, because it was definitely, I was very lucky where we were because the sky was completely clear. We had a perfect view of it, not a single cloud in the sky. So it was absolutely lovely. All right, so we are going to get down to it though, because I know we've got a lot to do, and you guys know this starts to take a bit of time. So I want to make sure we have plenty of time to do this. And I'm sorry that I haven't been able to post the card of the day, but unfortunately, for some reason, I can't get videos to post on TikTok right now. So I don't know why that is, but that's the problem we're facing right now. I tried multiple times to upload the card of the day with no luck. So very frustrating, but we'll figure it out. I'm not surprised. Again, I'm expecting anything right now because this eclipse energy is super wacky. I don't know if you guys caught the collective reading this morning that we did, but you can find it on my YouTube channel. I did just upload it this morning. So if you missed the collective reading, never fear, you can find it there. Hello, everybody joining on TikTok. Also, keep in mind, we are doing the special that we always do when we're about to do the tarot astrology for the week, which is at the conclusion of the tarot astrology, I will be pulling a random subscriber for a free 15-minute reading. So if you've been considering subscribing to my TikTok, now would be a great time. Again, thank you to all of my subscribers. I seriously cannot tell you how much I appreciate your continued support. I just did the free reading of the week last night with Stefka. So thank you again, Stefka, for your support. And we had a beautiful reading. Also, anyone who is a subscriber to my TikTok also gets 10% off all of my tarot services. So it's kind of a double feature there. I'm hoping very soon to be able to offer similar rewards to YouTube subscribers. Unfortunately, I need to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers before I can start offering kind of special before I can start offering like special subscription treats. So if anybody wants to go and help me get there on YouTube, like we can kind of continue the free stuff love. So with that said, why don't we get to it? So what sign are we going to do first? Hello, everyone joining us right now. What sign are we going to do first? You guys let me know in the comments. Start telling me in the comments. The first one I see is what we are going to do. So let's get to it. And the first one I am seeing is Taurus. Taurus will be the first one. Taurus, if you are a Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, tap that screen. If you know a Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, now would be a great time to share this live with them so they don't miss their reading. So, all right, let's see those Tauruses. What do we have coming up this week for Taurus? Immediate 3 cards out. Taurus, coming out of this eclipse energy, you are just not feeling a lot of ambition to move through things right now. We're seeing this with this Page of Swords reversed energy. you're just, there, your feeling of ambition and drive forward has really been zapped from you for some reason or other. You're just very exhausted. You are very drained. You are just completely devoid of energy right now. That said, we are also seeing that with this removal, with this pulling back of energy, we also notice though that you are recommitting to yourself, which we really do appreciate. We see this here with the Ace of Wands in its reversal. So this is kind of this is like a 2 for energy for the Taurus right now, because on one side there is this feeling of defeat. There is this feeling of loss. There is a loss that is being suffered by the Taurus, but there is a recommitment to their own projects, to their own planning, to the work that they're trying to do. This is the Taurus really focusing this disappointment energy and transmuting it, which we love for the Taurus, into something that is practical. It's almost a doubling down on their work and their projects. However, I also see the fact that like the Taurus are going to be very kind of like hermited up this week as a result of this energy coming out of this eclipse. We're seeing this here with this 2 of Wands reversed energy. And what this really says is don't expect or anticipate that any of the Tauruses are really going to be reaching out this week on anything, because there is something very much just circling inwards on this Taurus energy right now, just not really wanting to deal with the outside world in any way, shape, or form, just completely going into themselves and working on the things that they want to work on. And I think that this is what this is really indicating, is the way that the Taurus are basically, this is how they're processing. This is how they're processing some aspect right now where they feel like they have suffered a loss and they're not sure how to move forward. So, not the easiest week for Taurus, but I do see the fact that I feel that this is going to be a good week for Taurus in terms of getting things done, because they're going to basically take all of that energy, all of that anxiety, all of that frustration, and they're going to channel it into trying to make something with it, trying to like show something for their efforts and really ground a lot of that energy into like practical things. I do want to give you bottom of the deck on this right now, Taurus, so something to keep in mind moving forward. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles energy. So this is interesting because what this really says to us is the Taurus realize, like, listen, we know that, we definitely know this and we appreciate this with Tauruses. They are creatures of comfort. They are creatures of comfort. Taurans, when things aren't going well, you retreat kind of into your cave, as it were. And there is something that's happening right now in your life, and this is a big frustration, where it's not even feeling like your home does not feel like a safe place anymore for some reason or other. There is this just deep anxiety around where you are, and not feeling super comfortable where you are, which I think is not lending any help to the way the Taurus are particularly feeling, because the Taurus draw a lot of energy from feeling really comfortable where they are. So for a lot of Tauruses right now, I feel that concentrating on the home, concentrating on your environment, making it feel like kind of a comfortable, safe space again, is going to help a lot with whatever setback you're experiencing right now, whatever's got you in this energy where you just really feel like kind of giving up to a certain extent. Just, again, I like the fact that even while you're feeling like this, Taurus, you're still trying to find a way to move forward. And we're really seeing here like 2 of the solutions to that is kind of, again, a refocus on the home and the projects that you're working on. But, also, like, I feel like maybe there's some issues that need to be dealt with your own sense of like what you need and what is driving this feeling in you right now, right? Because this does kind of come across as some setback energy. That is the reading. for Taurus. So thank you so much, Taurus. Thank you to everybody who's joining us. We are doing astrology for all the signs today. Just a reminder, if you are interested in a reading, you can book a private reading on my site, gracedraga.com. Subscribers get 10% off all my services, any TikTok subscribers. And I just want to remind everyone right now that if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, at the conclusion of this reading, I will be doing a drawing from my subscriber base for one subscriber to get a free 15-minute reading from me. So that's an added benefit. If you've been thinking about subscribing, now would be a great time. All right, guys, so we just did Taurus. We're going to keep on going with the signs. You know the drill. Let's see. I'm already moving these cards around. Let's see what's coming up next. Put in your sign, and we will see what comes up next. And the next sign we are seeing in terms of what we're reading is going to be Cancer. Cancer is the next card sign we are going to be pulling for. So if you are a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, tap that screen. Let me know that you're here. Claim your reading. Also, if you know a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, now would be a great time to share this with them so that they don't miss their reading. All right, so what do we have coming through? Let me just write this down so we don't forget. What do we have coming through for Cancers right now? Can I please see Cancers? 3 cards for Cancers, please. All right, we've got 2 cards here. Can I please get one more? One more for Cancer, please. All right, Cancers. I feel like this is a week where, you're really kind of thinking a lot about, you're really actually very different from the Taurus energy, extremely, in the fact that I feel like you're trying to find ways to give back right now to the people and things in your life that you feel really support you. And we're seeing this heavily with the 6 of Pentacles. And I feel that this is a bit of a dual message for Cancer, because what I'm also seeing here is the idea that the Cancers, not only do they kind of want to give back, but it's also because they need something in turn. Like, this is really this energy of Cancers feeling like they need to create this distribution right now. And the way they're doing that is by kind of emoting to the world what you actually need, right? So you're in this place right now where you feel like you need a little bit of comfort, you need a little bit of generosity. And so you're returning this by bringing it back to yourself in this way. Why does the Cancer feel like this right now? Why does the Cancer feel like they need some support, so they're looking for some support? Well, we see the Cancers right now in their 2 of Pentacle energy, which really says to me that Cancers are feeling very, they're coming out of this eclipse right now feeling very overwhelmed. Like, they have to balance a lot of things in the air, and a lot of it is just on themselves to deal with. So they're trying very hard to balance these things in their life. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for such a beautiful gift. I really appreciate it. They're trying really hard to balance these aspects in their life. And they're doing it, but it's very stressful. So this is a reminder to the Cancers right now that if you're feeling like this, just because you can do a thing doesn't necessarily mean that you should do a thing. And so I really want to ask you, how much of this is stuff that you actually want to do? And how much of this is actually feeling like kind of obligated to do it? Because that could also be coming through here right now very strongly. The Cancers may feel a little bit overtasked, feeling like they have to do certain things. And that's also bearing down on their energy a bit more. But it's also like they're willing to do it because it's something that they want back in turn. Why? Why are the Cancers feeling like this? Why are the Cancers trying to keep so many balls in the air right now? Well, because really the Cancers right now are feeling very out of place. They're feeling very, I want to say there's some disassociation that's happening very heavily right now with the Cancers. And certain cards hit a little differently when we're looking at them through different signs. One of the difficulties here, having a 5 of Pentacles showing up for the Cancer specifically is a very hairy feeling, because specifically for Cancers, we know that Cancers, much like Taurus, They generate a lot of their sense of comfort and power comes from the home, comes from feeling safe and secure in their home. So one of the things to keep in mind right now is the fact that the cancers are feeling, they're feeling disassociated from that sense of home. They're feeling a bit abandoned, and something about this fear of abandonment, or this fear of not having like a place to call their home, like even emotionally, is what's driving them into this energy where they're almost like doing twice the heavy lifting in other areas of their life, hoping that by doing so they'll be able to kind of create this space for themselves around the people that they are associated with. I don't feel like the cancers are admitting this to anyone, but that is definitely what is kind of occurring. There's also, again, a lot of focus here on the tangibles for the cancers. We've got all pentacle energy coming up for cancers right now. So this is a lot of things around like practical, like material comforts and needs. A lot of focus on their I don't want to say their bag per se, but like on their finances, on their home, on their budgets, on the things that I think will help ground them as they kind of move through this, like these anxieties around the way they're feeling around the home and their own disassociation with it. I will give you guys bottom of the deck for our cancers right now, and that is Chariot reverse. I'm not surprised, guys. This is very chaotic energy that we're seeing out of this eclipse. So we're going to see that we just saw this in the collective reading, which you can find on my YouTube channel. We did see the fact that like there is a lot of feelings of displacement right now for everyone. So specifically this week, there is this feeling of ungroundedness with the cancers, and this fear or anxiety that they're having a hard time pushing things forward into the directions that they want to push them forward with. Just a reminder, Cancer, grounding right now. And it seems like you're doing that in a very practical way. I'm very okay with Cancers taking this approach, but just give yourself a moment to kind of allow yourself also to process these feelings that you're having, to process that, yes, you're feeling today like things are not moving in like the direction you want. But guess what? Tomorrow is a new day. And that also there's a lot of mind over matter that's required right now for the Cancers, because I almost feel like, look, you're doing everything you can practically. It's really just kind of getting yourself back in the mental mindset of feeling like you can really push forward into these areas that are going to like help you feel more grounded and at home. I hope that helps our Cancers. So thank you so much, Cancers. That is your reading. Just a reminder to anyone, if you are interested in a private reading, you can book a private on my site, gracedraga.com. Anybody who is a subscriber can get 10% off all of my services. Just a reminder also, if you do book a private, that it is a 2-step process. You have to pay for the reading. Also, if you are a subscriber to my you get the added advantage right now of, after I'm finished this live, I will be doing a drawing for a free 15-minute reading from me. That is a private reading. I just finished one for the last person who won, so congratulations to Stefka, and thank you guys to all of my subscribers. All right, guys, so we are going to continue with the signs. Just a reminder right now, if you've missed your sign, don't worry, because I am streaming this live on YouTube, and it will be available for you to find if you've missed it. But we're going to just keep on going, because you guys know this takes a bit of time. All right, so if you'd like your sign, now is the time to get in them comments. Let me know. Let me know what you're doing. Oh, that's nice of you to say, Treehouse Ghost. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. Good morning, everyone. Or I guess it's good afternoon now. All right, so we're going to keep going with the signs. So far, the signs that we have done are Taurus and Cancer. And the next sign we are going to do is Gemini. Gemini, if you are a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, tap that screen. Let me know that you're here. Hello, everyone joining. Thank you so much. And if you know a Gemini and you want to share this, now would be a great time to share this so that they don't miss it. Hello, Marty. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. All right, what information do we have available for our Geminis this week? That's a good sign. What else do we have coming through for Geminis, please? 2 more cards. Ooh, Gemini's got the most positive reading so far with this eclipse energy coming through. Can I have 1 more card for Geminis, please? 1 more card for Gemini. 1 more card for Gemini, please. 1 more card for Gemini. There it is. All right. Oh, and there's that card again. Gemini, I feel like this is going to be a positive week for you, mostly because of the energy around you. We see here, and that's also, but it's also you. We see that you're in this kind of Page of Wands energy, which means you've got a lot of new ideas or new communication that you're looking forward to moving forward on. This is something very new. This is also indicating to me, I feel like the reason the Geminis are in this energy is because there is new energy coming towards them. And this is giving them this like excitement and this heightened sense of wanting to kind of start on these new projects, these new communications. These could also be new love interests. I will also put that there as well. And there's a lot of mutual excitement here, which is one of the things that we're seeing. So this energy is feeling very fresh, very new, and it's keeping the Geminis in like a surprisingly like positive mindset, even given kind of the chaos of the eclipse. I don't know. I'm feeling maybe given their dual nature, maybe the Geminis are feeling more equipped to handle this kind of eclipse energy from one side or another. And I feel like I'm getting double verification on that, particularly with the card that comes up around this, which is Wheel of Fortune, which is like, again, Gemini's not 100% sure like where things are. There is kind of this like wait and see approach here with the Geminis, but at the same time, the Geminis are kind of here for it. There is this more like fatalistic approach that's happening right now with the Geminis, which is really saying like, you don't know what's coming, but that's also a source of excitement. Like there's something about this being like feeling kind of preordained or feeling very fatalistic about these new things coming into your life that it's allowing you to explore them. But as I said, we are going through an eclipse, like we're just coming out of this eclipse. We are in eclipse season. So, we have to have that little bit of chaos popping up for the Geminis. And we see that chaos coming in terms of like how to move forward from here, right? And we see that specifically with, yes, here's that card again. You just saw me pull it for the Cancers. It was bottom of the deck for the Cancers. It's way up on top. You guys saw me shuffle the cards. This is just what happens. But there is the reason, and this is really funny. This is what's really funny about this is what I love about the Gemini energy, which is the fact that like the reason that Geminis are kind of taking this more fatalistic approach right now is that to a certain extent they don't really have a clue what to do. They're really uncertain. Like they are of 2 minds in terms of what direction they want to go in, because I feel of this new energy. And so it's almost like the Geminis are handling this like chaotic feeling of the eclipse by being like, I don't know what energy, like I don't know what to do. I'm just going to see what happens. Like they're just kind of throwing their chips in the air. But we also love that about this Gemini energy because they're just like, yeah, let's just wait and see. Let's just ride this out. So there might even be something here with the Geminis. They're not like really trying to push it too hard. You're not really trying to push this new thing one way or another so much. You're just kind of like, let's see what happens. Like you're here for it, but it's also kind of masking the fact that like you're not even sure which direction you want to go in with it because of this energy that's everywhere. Bottom of the deck right now for Geminis is, we've got Devil reversed energy. So this is really saying, thank you for the gift, Jessica. This is really saying that, I think this also speaks to like why the Geminis are not like necessarily moving in one direction or another. The Geminis, whatever this energy is, it's kind of playing in this area of some of their, I want to say maybe their bad habits. Maybe there's something here that is kind of like, getting a little bit deeper into the surface of the things that they like, like maybe think that, there is a worry or a concern here, Gemini, with this new energy that you're entertaining, or these new plans, or these new people. Just make sure you're not falling into any bad habits or bad cycles in terms of this, because these energies can come off as very passionate, but just pay attention to some red flags that might pop up, because you might already be starting to get some indications of that. And for some of Geminis, if you're seeing indications of this like red flaggy devil energy, I want you to just kind of move away from it as quickly as you can, because this is obviously not something that's going to be for you. We don't want to fall into bad patterns. You know the drill, okay? All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. We are doing all of the signs. Gemini, that was your reading. And if you want to find more Geminis about that energy, just a reminder that you can book a private reading from me from my site, gracedraga.com. And if you are a subscriber, you can take 10% off all my services. And if you're a subscriber to my TikTok, you will also be able to be entered at the conclusion of this live into a drawing where I will be giving a free 15-minute reading to one of my subscribers. Thank you, subscribers, so much. You guys mean the world to me. I really appreciate your support. I'm so happy to be able to kind of give this service back to my subscribers. And this is just kind of the start with a bunch of new stuff I will also be doing for those who subscribe. All right, guys. So hello to everybody who's joining. Hello to everybody who's coming in. Just a reminder, we are doing all of the signs right now for astrology. If you've missed your sign, never fear, because I am streaming this live right now on YouTube. And you can go there at the conclusion of this to see it if you've missed it. So I am going to read off the ones that we've done so far. Now is the time, either on YouTube or on TikTok. Start putting in what sign you would like me to read next, and I will read the first one that I see. So far, we have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, and the next one we're going to do is Libra. Libras, hello to my beautiful Libra sun, moon, and rising. If you are here, if you are a Libra sun, moon, or rising, start tapping that screen to claim. If you know a Libra sun, moon, or rising, and you might want to share this with them so they don't miss their reading. All right, what's coming through for Libras this week? Can I please get some cards around what's coming through for Libras this week? Thank you. 3 cards, please. Oh, transverse. First one's transverse, our first transversion. Can I please get 2 more for Libra? Whoop. Guess what, Libra? You guys got 4 coming in this week. We're here for it. We read them. When they come out, we read them. So Libra's got a little extra card, an extra card coming through. Libra, what's got you hurt? What's got you in your feels? Something happened to the Libras. We're seeing this here with this 9 of Wands transverse. So Libras, you're nursing some kind of hurt that occurred. You're nursing some kind of pain that you've experienced over this eclipse. And much in Libra fashion, you're not necessarily sure what to do about it. However, I do think that I'm seeing a lot, like you're holding the position right now, right? You're being very Libra about it. You're being very I love the Libras going, oh God, in the comments. You're being very deliberate right now. You know, you're kind of allowing yourself this moment where you're kind of hanging in limbo. You're sitting with the pain. You're sitting with the ouchiness to a certain extent. And you're feeling like you don't like, it's really just an uncertainty. Like you don't know what you want. You don't like this is very Libra. You don't know what you want to do. Like that's the problem with this feeling. You don't know. You don't even know what to do. You don't know if you want to stay in. You don't know if you want to stay out. You're just kind of in this position where you're just sitting with the feeling and uncertain what to do with it or what you should do to, like, it's almost like, how do I get out of this feeling is what I'm really seeing. Like, how do I stop feeling like this? How do I stop feeling like this? Oh my God, how do I stop feeling like this? And the message that's coming through very strongly is, Libra, you get out of this by manifesting your way out of this. Like you need to This is a reminder right now to the Libras, if you're feeling like this, that you get to choose how you feel about this. And you're going to have to put a little bit of mind over matter on this and really remind yourself that you are the creator of your reality and that you are the one who really gets to write the script on how you feel about this and what you do moving forward. And even understanding this right now for you, Libra, is really going to allow you the power to start to move out of it. Like, you need to get to this place where you realize that you do, like, and this is hard for the Libras, right? Because here's the problem. This is why this is such a, like, and this is why it's such an eclipse message for the Libras, because I know the Libras are like, I don't want to hear this. You know, the Libras right now are in this place where they're just like, I don't know what to do. And that's a very Libra feeling. And the answer is you're being pushed to be like, well, you have to decide what to do. You have to make a choice. You have to start thinking about how you want to move forward from this point. Because what I'm seeing is you are in a place right now where you're really going to be able to manifest your way forward out of this eclipse. And when you do that, you're going to be able to have what you want. You also need to understand that, like, even this feeling, even this uncertainty that you're feeling right now, Libras, this is a part of your path. This is what you're supposed to be feeling right now. This uncertainty is supposed to be driving you into a new heightened sense of purpose, which I know is not a feeling that you want to get into right now. I know that that's not something you want to do, but that's exactly why you're being pushed into it. And you're going to kind of have to sit here with this, like, discomforting feeling. And the feeling's there to drive you into action effectively, to drive you into doing the things that you need to do. I also feel like one of the messages is, I mean, the message is also coming through very strongly for Libras to keep in mind, is there is a renewed concentration on paying attention to the areas in your life that you may have been over investing in, that you may have been pouring too much time and energy in and not getting the rewards. And listen, this is also a reminder right now to Libras that once you pick like what your course of action is right now, you're going to have to do a little bit of investing into it. You're going to have to put in a little bit and wait for the results. And you might have to over invest in something before you see the results. So I don't want you, thank you so much for sharing the live, Marty. I don't want you to be in a position right now, Libras, where you start to invest in something and you don't immediately see results and you just kind of say, oh, forget this, this isn't working. Because this is a reminder to you, Libras, that, like, this is a situation where, you know, you're so stuck in something right now that you're going to have to pour yourself into something, even to the point of feeling like, oh, I'm waiting to see results on this because I'm getting, like, verification on this, because it's going to take a little time. You got to push a little harder. You got to push through this. There's definitely a mode right now where you have to push through this feeling, even to the point where you're, like, frustrated. And then we're going to see the results come through, understanding that this, you know what you want, and you need to trust the process. You need to trust the process here, Libra. Bottom of the deck for Libra right now. Hermit reversed. Hermit reversed, Libra. So what this is saying is, like, again, you don't want to sit with this feeling. I'm just seeing with the Libras, whatever this feeling is, whatever's hurt them, they don't want to sit with this feeling. They don't want to sit with this feeling. The Libras are like, I don't want to sit with this feeling. And there is something here that kind of says to the Libras, look, even choosing to sit with this feeling a bit would be some course of action on this, right? Like, you can't pretend, I feel like the Libras right now are kind of trying to pretend. They're like, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. You are feeling this. It's not going to hurt you to sit with it and to embody it. It's going to help you. Allow yourself to move through this. That is also a way forward. If the Libras right now choose and say, actually, I don't want to go do anything, I just need to do some, like, internal work right now, that is also a choice that you're making that is going to help you move forward. But it's making that choice. This also is a warning to Libras right now, again, as it relates to, like, over putting into certain things. You might have some travel issues if you also are traveling right now. Don't get too frustrated. Allow yourself to go through that process. Remember, like, things can get solved, but there is something right now about the Libras being forced into this like some discomforting situations or scenarios to help them process how to like move through when you're feeling this discomfort, and not just kind of allow like uncertainty to take dominate and take like all attention. Libras, that is your reading. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the follows. Guys, we are doing all of the signs today. Oh, thank you, Cody. I really appreciate that. That's so kind of you to say. So, and again, if you're a Libra who needs a little bit of assistance in helping you push through, may I recommend a private reading? You can book them on my site, gracedraga.com. Also, if you're a subscriber on my TikTok, thank you. You can also take 10% off those services when you book. Please remember, booking is a two-step process. You have to pay and subscribe. We need you to do both. Also, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, then at the conclusion of this reading, I will be going and I will be doing a random drawing, and I will select one of my subscribers for a free 15-minute reading. I've been enjoying doing those. Guys, it's like the highlight of my week. I love being able to give those back to you, and it's just been such a beautiful moment. Thank you again to all of my subscribers. We are going to keep going. Thank you so much for the compliment. I trust no. All right, so guys, you know the drill. We're going to read off, and just a reminder, if you've already missed your sign, don't worry. You know why you don't have to worry? Because I am streaming this live on YouTube right now. So if you've missed it, you can just go to the YouTube. I'll upload it once we've completed, and you'll be able to find your sign. We're going to keep going though. All right. So what I'm going to do, you guys know the drill. I'm going to start naming the signs that I've read so far and start putting yours in there. First one I see is the one we're going to do. So far, we have done Taurus, Cancer. Whoa. Okay, we're going to put those back here. All right, so far, we have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, and the next one we're doing is Leo. Leo is next. Where are my cats at? You know, I'm one of them. I'm one of you guys. Where are my Leos? Let's start tapping that screen. If you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, if you know a Leo, you may want to share this with them so they don't miss it, because Leo will be very upset if you don't let them have their reading. All right, so I've got one coming out for Leo. Can I have two more for Leo, please? Two more for Leo. There they are. Nope, Leo is getting, I didn't do this on purpose, guys, I swear. Sometimes more cards come out. Leo, you're having a big week. There's a lot of stuff going on for Leos. We got 5 cards coming out for Leo. Sometimes this happens. Look, I'm sure the Leos are all very tickled about the fact that they got 5 cards. Hopefully. Let's see what the cards are. I don't hate it, Leo. You know why? You know I don't hate it? There's a lot of people coming around you, and what's kind of shaking me is 2 of these cards, a lot of these cards are very similar to the collective reading that we did this morning. So double emphasis to Leos that you may want to go check out the collective reading that's on my YouTube that we did this morning, because you're going to see a lot of these cards at play in that reading. So that might have double confirmation for you right now. Leos, you are we're busy little bees this week. We're busy little bees this week, Leo. And what am I seeing around you? I am seeing, but we also have to talk about this. This is such a Leo spread. The minute I start talking about this, every Leo in the room is going to be like, I know. When do Leos have a lot of people around them? I want to see if the people in the comments know. My cats, my beautiful little baby cats. When do Leos start bringing all the attention in, being like doing the whistle, doing that, like calling the whistle in? When do Leos do that? When do Leos surround themselves with people? Thank you so much for the follow, Brittany. Not when you have success. I love the fact that the Leos are trying to cover up why they're doing this. It's very funny. No. Leos don't worry about having a lot of people around them. Yeah, there it is. Kwani knows what's up. Kwani knows what's up. Yeah, Leos are perfectly fine being by themselves when things are going well. Leos are perfectly fine being all in their lonesome when things are going well. Um, yeah, there you go. RJM's got it too. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. So Leos, what is this? You got offers coming towards you. There are people coming up with new offers. We're also seeing here, we're seeing practical offers, we're seeing romantic offers. We're just seeing a lot of that. Where are all these people coming from, Leo? Well, Leo is entertaining all of these offers right now because Leos don't want to entertain any offer. Leos are feeling in a moment where they're having a bit of a crisis. They're having a little bit of a personal internal little crisis because they feel like they need to start exploring options in some way, shape, or form, but they don't want to. They don't want to, but they're forcing themselves to, because that's what a Leo does. A Leo will start looking at other opportunities when they feel that they have to, not when they want to. Look at all the Leos in the comments. Look at all the Leos. They're like, shut up. Leos are like, I don't want to go anywhere. So I need to start looking around because Leos are forcing themselves to have these options around themselves right now, because really they're harboring the fact that they don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to go anywhere right now, and worse, that they feel like everything is a total mess. They feel like life right now is a total mess. They are experiencing, the Leos are coming out of this eclipse experiencing some huge crisis in their life. They're having a huge crisis in their life. Something in the world has been turned completely upside down. And the worst part is the Leo doesn't know what to do about it. They wish they could do something about it. They know they can't. They feel like they don't know what to do. So what is the Leo doing? The Leo is bringing people in. They're emotionally open for business to a certain extent, because they're like, I know how to handle this. We know how to handle, the Leos are like, I know how to handle this. I know how to handle people. I know how to handle this. This is almost, these people, Leos, we got to point this out. These are a distraction. These people, Leos are doing their Leo thing. They're using the people as a distraction to hide from the chaos. They're like, oh good, oh wait, yes, I would love to do that. Let's go do that thing. No, don't worry about the fire behind. No, that's fine. Everything's fine. No, everything's fine. Let's just go. Yeah, I'll get my coat. This is really what the Leos are doing right now. They're just like, nah. They're pushing forward, but they're pushing forward with people around them and anybody they can that's coming forward to help them move through this. And this is what the Leos need when the Leos need the emotional support. That's when Leos start really calling for the people to help them move through. Because what's really happening is the Leos have had to end something. The Leos have had to end something that was huge. It was a big ending for them, very painful. That's the thing. Whatever they've ended has kind of caused this crisis point in their life. Thank you so much for sharing the live, Silver. It's caused this crisis point because here's the thing. The Leo didn't want to end it. Leo, baby, you didn't want to end this. You would really, I feel like this is a Leo who kind of feels like they did every single option and they couldn't do anything else. And now they feel like their life is completely upside down as a result. So Leo's like, somebody, people, help me. Give me, let's go do some stuff. Let's go, let's make plans. Let's do this, let's do that. The Leos are making themselves as busy as possible with new energy to avoid the fact that they had to end something in their life, and it's really thrown their life into a lot of chaos. I know, Leo babies. I see all the Leos in the comments. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be revealing you. I got to reveal me too. This is my reading too. All right. I'm just telling you what we need to hear. Okay. I just tell you again, what they're doing. They're thriving off the chaos by just being like, I don't see the chaos. Oh, look, Hi, what's your name? What's up? Oh, yes, I would love to do that. So that's really what the Leos are doing right now. Bottom of the deck on the Leos. Oh, I did all the crying. There's so many crying emojis with the Leos. I know, I see you all. This is a rough week. And then the funny part is, and here's the thing, for everyone who's around a Leo right now, they're going to be like, oh, they're fine. Look how fine they are. Leos are never fine when we look fine. Bottom of the deck on the Leos right now. Baby, 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 baby. Listen, you do realize you don't need someone come save you all the time, right? You do realize you don't need to play this game where you need saving all the time. You know that you could just save yourself once in a while. You know that is an option, right? You know that is an option. Really, I mean, here's the thing, you know, that the Leos are feeling very trapped. They don't know what to do. They're really kind of waiting for someone to come in and fix things because you don't feel like you can do it. You don't feel like you can fix it. This is a reminder, you know, you always Leos forget frequently that you have the power. You know, you don't need to wait for other people to realize that you need help. You can just do it yourself. You can just do it yourself. You can, you know, you don't need, it's really the message for Leos, which is like, no Leo is going to accept this message. You don't need other people. And the Leos are like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So again, I'm going to say this to the Leos. None of the Leos are going to believe it. But you know, you don't. You have the ability, you have the strength to get through this by yourself. You realize that, right? You have the strength to get through this by yourself. Just don't forget that. The people that you're bringing in, they're to help you through it, but you do have the ability to do this on your own. Okay? Keep that in mind. Me shaking my head. Yes, again, I love the comments. I love the comments coming through for all the Leos are going, sure, sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So that was the Leos reading. We're going to keep going. And again, Leos, if you need some help on how to do things on your own as you go through this like difficult ending, just a reminder that I am available for private readings. You can book them on my website, gracerega.com. We're going to keep going. Also, if you're a subscriber, you get 10% off all of my private readings. Just make sure to mention your subscriber name when you pay. Also, remember, if you book a private reading, it is a two-step process. It is a two-step process. You have to pay and schedule. If you don't do both, we can't have the reading. So please remember that. Also, if you're a subscriber, I will be doing a drawing at the conclusion of this reading, and one of my subscribers will be getting a free 15-minute reading. So if you've been considering subscribing, now might be a very good time. All right, guys, we're going to keep going. If I have already done your sign, never fear. Hello to everyone joining us. If I've already done your sign, you don't need to worry, dear, because you know what? We are streaming live on YouTube. Hello to everyone watching this on YouTube. Just a reminder. So you can go to the YouTube if you've missed it, and you'll be able to see your reading there. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving through. I'm going to read the signs that we've done so far, and then I'm going to pick one, and we're going to keep going from the first one I see. All right, guys, so start putting them in the comments. Here we go. All right, so the ones we've done so far are Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo. The next one we're doing is Pisces. Where are my Pisces? Where are my Pisces at? Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Tap that screen if you're here. Claim your reading. If you know a Pisces on here, you want to share this with them. Make sure they don't miss their reading. All right. What messages do we have? Let me just write this down so I don't forget. Pisces. What messages do we have coming through for Pisces this week? What do we have coming through? Up 2 here. Okay, okay. Don't hate it. Okay, don't hate it. Don't hate it. One more. It's like, bittersweet. It's a bittersweet Pisces message. One more, please, for Pisces. Can I have one more for Pisces? One more for Pisces. Can I have one more for Pisces, please? All right. Messages for Pisces right now. So what I'm really seeing with Pisces is Pisces, I feel like you are currently in a situation, you're not in the most cozy of places. We're seeing this with the Hangman coming up in its reversal. So what this really says to me is you're moving through something where you know you're not really comfortable in what you're in right now, but you're choosing to stay in it. You're choosing to stay in it because you feel like you're getting something valuable, even as you go through this moment of discomfort. And that's okay. As long as you're getting something out of it, I feel like the discomfort is warranted. What are you getting out of it? Well, because again, you would almost ask yourself, like, why would, Pisces aren't really super known for kind of sticking through things that they don't like doing for like a reason. But they will if there is some kind of like deep spiritual like reward coming from it. But funny enough, the reason that the Pisces are sticking through this moment of discomfort, and it's kind of a spiritual battle for them. This is what's funny about it. The Pisces are sticking through something and it's become a spiritual battle for them because the thing that they're sticking around for is like money, is like a payment. It has some like very tangible reward here. There's a very tangible reward that is coming through right now for the Pisces. And the Pisces are like, oh, this is not a super comfy place for me. I don't really like this, but I'm going to stick through it because the payoff is so great that I need to push through. And this is like, this is the crisis for the Pisces, because the Pisces are like, oh God, I hate this, but I love this, but I hate this, but I love this. And this is very like, I feel like a lot of other signs would be like, yeah, well, that's what it's like to like work or do something that like is a bit monotonous. Like, it's a payment. Now the Pisces are like, no, this is like crisis level, like frustration here. Like this is very, whatever this is right now, it's a very much harder battle. It's a much harder battle for the Pisces to be in this place where they're allowing themselves to like go through such a deep, difficult process for the tangible, just for that tangible thing. So this is the big frustration point right now in the Pisces life, and it's made even doubly so by the fact that like at every moment that the Pisces that you're doing this right now, Pisces, whatever the situation is, that's kind of like you're sticking around for like this tangible, you just want to leave. You just want to go. You just want to go. Cannot stress how much the Pisces do not want to be in the situation that they're in. How uncomfortable it is. And there is, I feel like the Pisces even realize right now, there is a clock ticking on this. There is a clock ticking on whatever this is. There is a feeling of the Pisces really saying to themselves, I cannot do this forever. I cannot do this forever. And so a lot of the Pisces are in this position. They're not leaving it yet. They're not leaving it by any stretch. But they're already kind of fantasizing about leaving it. They're always like, these are like, Pisces might like literally be doing something and they just spend the day daydreaming of the moment that they can just be like, I cannot wait till I'm out of this. I cannot wait. This is what I'm going to say. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw glitter on this person. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab my bags. I'm going to grab my paycheck. I'm going to do this. Like they're already like fantasizing. They just spend the day right now just fantasizing of every way they're going to like leave this situation like in the best way possible. Like they're just like, it's going to be fantastic. Like the Pisces are picturing like this grand exit from whatever this is. And they're working. I feel like they know they can't leave it yet, but they're working very adamantly to get to the point where they don't have to do this anymore. Because every moment that you're doing this, Pisces, you're just like, I cannot stress how much I do not want to be doing this thing. And I would rather be doing any other thing than doing this. But I need to do this thing right now, whatever that is, whether it's a situation, a relationship, whatever it is, there's some kind of tangible that Pisces are like, no, I got to stay. I got to stay the course right now. This is what I need right now. Because this is like such a big, whatever this is like so big for the Pisces. Like whatever this thing is, it's going to be very hard for the Pisces to get out of this because this is so big. This is like, whatever this is so significant for you, Pisces. You do realize that there's something about this that from a practical perspective, it really does change things for you. It changes your day-to-day life. And that's why this is like such a hairy situation that the Pisces have found themselves in, because it's really like they're struggling against like how much this is benefiting them versus how little they want to do it. Bottom of the deck for Pisces right now, the Devil reversed. So for a lot of the Pisces right now, here's the thing. You know, I think that that there is something about this that you have to bear in mind that is it's kind of bringing up some bad habits, right? That something about this, one of the reasons you don't like doing this is because what it's really doing, the reason you really don't like it, the reason you're having this discomfort around it, is there's something about this that is bringing to light some of your negative habits. And this is becoming a real problem for you because I think that you don't like to see what's really happening. The reason you don't like doing this is really why. It's because there's something about your own personal bad habits that is being brought glaringly into focus. Doing this thing, whatever this is. And that is the thing you don't like. It's not necessarily even the thing you're doing. It's the fact that it is calling attention to these things in your life that you also know you should probably work on, but you don't like them being called out like to such a blatant degree because it's making you have to address them very quickly. So I do want to point out to a lot of the Pisces right now that there's something about what you're experiencing that is causing you to go through a bit of a healing journey. This is kind of like a trial by fire for a lot of the Pisces right now. Like there's like almost like a fast like fixing of some like bad connections or bad relationships or bad habits that is being advanced in like an uncomfortable way based on the place that the Pisces are in right now. So just keep that in mind, Pisces, as you go through this moment of discomfort, okay? There's something growing here. There's something healing in you, even if you don't like it. That is the reading for Pisces. Thank you to all of my Pisces for taking in your reading. Just a reminder, if you're a Pisces who would like to help some work in terms of working through some of those icky feelings that you're having around this situation, you can book a private reading from me through my website, gracesturga.com. Just a reminder, it is a two-step process when you book. You have to schedule the reading and you also have to pay. If you are paying and you are a subscriber to my TikTok, bearing in mind that's different than a follower, then you can take 10% off the fee if you just mention your name so I can confirm that you are a subscriber. Also, if you're a subscriber, I will be doing a drawing at the conclusion of this live where I will be selecting one subscriber to get a free 15-minute reading from me. And that will be done over Zoom, like my readings are, my private readings are, with the option of video. So if you've been thinking about subscribing, now will be a great time. One more message for Pisces, because it just popped out. Pisces, you got one last closing message here. Empress reversed. I want to point out that whatever you're involved in right now that you don't like doing, it's also because I feel like there's something that's leaving you feeling very, very unfulfilled, especially in the romance or love department. Whatever this is, it's like all about the Benjamins in a way and very little about the love or the things that you're passionate about. So this could also be a call right now to the Pisces to try to help yourself through this by finding more ways to bring the things that you love or this feeling of self-love or bringing just love in general back in to whatever this situation is so that you feel more comfortable. I hope that helps, Pisces. All right, guys, we're going to keep going. So just a reminder, if you've already missed your sign, do not fear, because I am live streaming this on YouTube and you'll be able to find all the readings there. Just a reminder too, I'm going to be naming off all of the signs I've done so far and start putting in the comments of what you would like to see, and we will go from there. All right. Okay. So far we have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Pisces. The next one we're doing is Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you're in the room, tap that screen. If you know a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, why don't you share this with them so they don't miss their reading? Feel free to share this live. Let's get to it. Sagittarius, how are you guys doing today? I am a Sagittarius moon, so I am also part of this reading. All right, let us see. What do we got for our fire sign? What do we have for Sagittarius this week? Oh, dear. What else do we have for Sagittarius this week? What else do we have? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Wait, that's too many for... Oh, really? Okay, Sag needs these cards. We're going to give him... You know what? typically I wouldn't give him all these cards, but seeing the first two cards that came up for Sag, I'm like, Sag clearly needs all these cards. Sag, what's going on, man? What's going on? You're not taking care of yourself? Are you not taking care of yourself right now, Sag? Are you not taking care of yourself because some kind of partnership is broken in your life and that is now making you not take care of yourself the way that you ought? Is that what's happening here, Sag? Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing here the fact that the Sagittarius right now, they're not in the best place emotionally. I also feel like they're feeling very over emotional because of some partnership that is end. Look at all the Sagittarius commenting. I'm sorry, guys. It's the eclipse season, man. It's the eclipse season. The eclipse is doing these fire signs dirty, man. There are partnerships that are ending right now around you. It's got you in a very ultra emotional place right now. But I also see here that you're also much like the Taurus. You're doing that thing where you're not taking care of yourself, which we don't like about this, but you are refocusing and redoubling on your work. As a result, you are running to your work instead of taking care of yourself, which is what we don't like. We don't want you overworking to the point that you're not taking care of yourself. Okay. You need to take care of yourself. Okay. It's very important right now. I know how much this partnership probably meant to you. I know that you're feeling the suffering because it feels fractured. But here's some words of wisdom to help you through this moment. Look, okay, you're looking at your options. You also need to bear in mind right now, Sag, you don't even see all your options right now. You are refusing to see all of your options right now because you're so focused on this one option that did not pan out the way you wanted to pan them out. And I know you're sitting here right now and you're agonizing and you're grumpy and you're like, I don't want any of the other options. I just want the thing I want. But what I'm really seeing here is for a lot of Sages, this is a moment that like the universe has been trying to tap you on the shoulder and has really been like, listen, dude, this wasn't for you. Why do you think it's not working? It's because it's not for you. It wasn't ever for you. It's not helping you. Whatever this relationship was not keeping your cup full. It was not supporting you emotionally. Okay, we see this. I'm also seeing here with the Sag that a lot of this energy is the fact that the cup was already running empty, which is why the partnerships run out. You've run out of energy to give a partnership that was not working. Okay, so that is why there is this break right now in this partnership, this friendship, this relationship around you right now. I need to point this out to Sag. This is not from lack of effort. If you are a Sag right now and there is a relationship in your life and it is fracturing, it is not because of lack of effort on your part. It is because you are worn out. You are worn out from pouring everything you have into this relationship and not getting anything back in return. You're done. You're dried up. The cup is empty, but it's not empty for the reasons you think. And you need to reinvest in filling your own cup up because you are so drained from whatever this relationship was, whatever this friendship was, whatever this partnership is that is now coming to an end, that you need to start focusing on yourself again. Okay. And I got to point out for the Sagittarius, like the returning to work thing, like overcommitting to work again, that's a good sign. It's a good thing to see you doubling down on yourself, but make sure that self-care is included in this. Make sure this isn't just like running yourself ragged in a way that's like, that way I run myself ragged and I don't have to think about the fact that I couldn't have this partnership that worked out. And there's nothing else I want but it, because literally the universe is like, I feel like the universe has been trying to sit there with this Sagittarius energy for months and say, dude, what are you doing? This isn't for you. You're looking at all these things. There's something that is I'm trying to give you, but you need to turn your attention away from these places that are not filling your cup. And that's really where the Sag find themselves right now. Look, Sag, and this is why I got so many cards coming up, because this is a big message for Sag right now. You need to take this time. You need to do this inner work right now. I know it's really hard. And I know that, again, Sages are also doing that Sag thing. similar to a Leo thing where they're looking at their other options. But I feel like one of the things that the universe is trying to say, the path is trying to say to Sag right now is, why don't you sit with it? Hey, Sag, here's an idea. Wait, stop running. Stop running, Sag. Stop running. Stop. Stop running to other people, to other situations to solve your problems. Sag, slow it down. Why don't, here's a crazy thought, Sag. I got to hear this too, guys. Why don't, Sag mood here. Why don't you just sit with it? Why don't you just sit with it for a spell? Why don't you just sit with it? Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to go through it. Allow yourself to see it in its full, it's painful. It's painful. You deserve better. You deserve better, Sag. And that's the thing I need you to point out. This is why you're being asked to sit with it right now. Because the message for Sages is not, I feel like Sages right now are running to something else because they're saying like, wow, I really blew this. I really blew this. And what the message is coming through right now for Sages is, dude, you didn't blow anything. You were in a relationship or a situation or a situationship where your cup wasn't being filled, where you were exhausting yourself. And I feel like there's a big message here for Sages to see this, to accept this. Because, and this is the fear, Sages, I feel like Sages need to understand that there's no reason to go back to this. I feel like Sages, what I'm really seeing here are Sages, some of the Sages here in this room are really thinking about like, oh gosh, how did I blow this? How do I fix this? And the message that like, the reason that the universe is trying to say like, dude, no, sit with it. I need you to sit with it and look at this because you're not thinking about it clearly, is the fact that the message coming through for Sag is, Sag, you didn't blow anything. You didn't blow anything. You busted your tail on trying to make something work that wasn't working, and you did not get anything back in return. And there's no point going back to it because there is nothing to be gotten from going back except for more pain, except for more of what you have been experiencing. That is the message for Sag. That is why there's so many cards coming out here for Sag right now. Hold that message, guys. Hold that message. It's an important one, okay? Bottom, thank you guys so much for the shares. Thank you for sharing this one, me, and thank you for following me in. Bottom of the deck right now for the Sag energy. Dude, Page of Swords. Okay? I need to ask you this, Sag. Okay? I need you to listen, Sag. Did this relationship, did this situation, did this partnership not work because you weren't doing enough? Or was it because the other person wasn't trying at all? Or was it because the other person, listen to me, Sag, or was it because the other person was not trying at all? You know the answer to this question, Sag. When you really look at it, I want you to ask yourself this. Did it result from you not doing everything in your power? Or did it result from this person literally doing the absolute least that one could possibly do? Because that's your answer. That's your answer right there. Clear as glass. That is the reading for Sag. Big reading for Sag. That's a lot of stuff happening over this eclipse for the Sages right now. Thank you, Sages, for receiving this message. And if you are a Sagittarius who would like to work through that, please, why don't you book a private reading with me? You can find them on my site, gracestrega.com. Just a reminder, if you are, it's a two-step process. When you book a private reading, you have to subscribe and pay. I'm trying to fix it, but that's where we are right now. Also a reminder, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off the services because that's one of the that's one of the subscriber services that I offer. Also, if you decide to subscribe right now, it'd be a great time because I am doing a raffle at the conclusion of this live. And one of my subscribers will be getting a free 15-minute reading, which I love doing every week. Definitely the highlight of my week. Had a beautiful one last night. All right. So, oh, and thank you so much, Coral, for helping give that information out. We're going to keep going. Anybody who has missed their reading, never fear. I am streaming this live on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel after this, I will post it and you can catch the full reading. You can also catch the daily collective reading. I did one this morning too. That there is, we've been doing those every day, and I finally started posting those as well, so nobody can miss them there. All right, we're going to continue. And I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube, because the minute I get to 1,000 on YouTube, I can start posting special content for subscribers. So that's what I'm hoping to do as well. All right, guys. So I'm going to continue. We're going to continue now. Just a reminder, I'm going to read off the ones that we've done so far. Now is the time to start commenting in terms of what sign you'd like next. I will read the first one I see. Here we go. Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius. The next sign is Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, tap that screen. Let me know that you're here. If you know an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, now would be a great time to share this live with them. I am an Aries Rising. So what's up, my Aries? What's up, my little Rams? Let's get to it. Let us get to it. All right, what is coming through for Aries this week? Let's see it. Aries, 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 Aries. Oh, boy. Aries, Aries, Aries. Oh, God. What is with this? All the fire signs, I got to say, all the fires, it's not my fault, guys. All the fire signs are getting a ton of cards. Whatever happened during this eclipse for the fire signs, holy Aries is the biggest one. Aries is the worst right now. Aries have got them. Oh my God, Aries, Jesus Cristo. This is going to take a minute. What has been happening, Aries? Oh my gosh, guys, if you know an Aries, you better get him in the room, because we got to talk. We got to talk. How do I even make heads or tails of this? What is happening, Aries? Oh, geez. Oh, this is a mess. No offense. I'm an Aries rising. I'm allowed to say that. Okay, guys. All right. Aries, you are down in the dumps. You're down in the dumps right now because, I mean, like, here's the thing. You're ending something. This card keeps coming up like hotcakes, guys. Ending, ending, ending. Something is ending. There's a defeat here. There is a feeling of freedom, though. Like, listen, the Aries are making the choice to give up on something or to end something right now. But I got to say, certain cards hit certain signs different ways. This is very difficult for Aries. I can't stress this. A lot of other signs would be able to take a card like the Ace of Swords reversed and be like, c'est la vie, I tried. It didn't work. No, not Aries. Aries, even when, even if there is a freedom, even if Aries are making the choice here, because this is a choice on the Aries part to like abandon or stop or end something, they're not happy about it. They're definitely not happy about it. But I'm also seeing here, there's a lot of people involved in this. One of the things that's helping right now with the Aries, which I think is really important, is the Aries is not feeling great about this, but I do feel like there are people in their life right now that are supporting their decision. Like, one of the big things that's happening right now with the Aries is this feeling that, the more people, Aries, I will say this, if you're not feeling great about whatever you just had to do, this is a huge reminder to you to go find someone to talk to about it. Because I feel, especially here with the Aries, being able to have that supportive environment right now with people being like, dude, no, you totally made the right call. You totally did the right thing. That makes total sense. Totally be okay with it. Do not worry. Do not look back. This is really the vibe that the Aries are in right now. Which is like, because I feel like the Aries right now are really feeling like, should I have, no. This is really a call that there's a lot of support right now that the Aries need with their friends and their associates, or just anyone who like truly gets the Aries. And that's where the Aries is getting their strength right now. It's them being like, no, dude, forget that. Whatever that was, you made the right call. You got out of something that you needed to get out of. So Aries are getting a lot. And that's also because, like, again, the Aries are like, you're kind of like, you're like the little kid of the zodiac. Like, you're feeling this. You're feeling kind of like the Aries right now are like, really, I feel like they had to do this, and they're not sure if they should have done it. They're also going to people they know, they're like, did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Did I screw up? And their friends are like, everyone around the Aries is like, dude, you totally did the right thing. And they're like, cool. Because really, what's been happening around the Aries energy is the Aries have just been dealing with a lot of energy around them. And this is why they're going to people they know that is not like a complete emotional train wreck. There's somebody who's been in the Aries energy right now that has been causing the Aries so much grief and so much frustration that they are completely just they're like it's unending, it's unavoidable. The thing is, I feel like this energy they tried to stick to this energy for some time, hoping that things would turn around, seeing the potential in this, and just realizing that the potential was never going to happen. This was never going to pan out. For this could hit a little differently for Aries that are inclined more to masculine energy. So for Aries that are inclined more to masculine energy, bearing in mind that's not based on gender, but what you're aligned to, this could really be feeling like you are now an emotional wreck because you had to make this choice. That you are a complete, like, you're just like you had to make this choice. And that's why you're turning to people right now, because you are an absolute disaster right now emotionally because of this choice that you had to make. But you felt that you had to make it because it was something that was causing you to be in this energy, that was causing you so much pain. So there's a lot of recovery that we're seeing necessary right now for Aries, especially because we've got 5 of Pentacles coming up upright around this, which really says there's a lot of pain for all of the Aries right now because they feel so much like they are abandoned. They feel like they have nowhere to go. They feel like they've been abandoned. And also this can also represent the fact that it's triggering a lot of abandonment wounds for some Aries. This idea that like it's triggering something from childhood, that you know, this latent feeling, and it's even more painful because it's calling to mind this feeling of a past abandonment that can be just as painful. I'm saying this because we see, you know, we see this 4 of Swords so close to the 5 of Pentacles, which says again an old wound that is being relived through the act of abandonment. I need to point out for Aries, and again, very similar message to Sag here. Very similar message to Sag. Whatever this is, Aries, whatever you're going through, I feel that the reason you're talking to people right now and the reason you're grieving is because you're not necessarily sure you should have ended it. We're definitely seeing that here with this energy. You are reconsidering whether you should have done it. You're reconsidering it. But I need to stress, listen, you know, I need you to come to peace with it, because here's the thing. I have a feeling that even with the grief you're feeling, you're already feeling a heightened sense of mental peace and mental clarity. So I need to stress this to the Aries right now. If you are feeling right now like, oh, should I have done that? If you're turning to your friends and being like, should I have ended this thing? If you are feeling like even through this, if you suddenly feel like your head is back on straight for the first time in months, if you suddenly don't feel like you're constantly like having an angry argument in your head at every moment, I want you to remember that that is the sign that you made the right decision. Because you can be in a place where you're sad, but also that you have mental peace and mental clarity, because for some reason, some kind of like constant frustration or anger around the situation has ended. And there's peace. There's this peace in that ending. And I also need you to remember right now, Aries, listen, you're right. It's cataclysmic. I know right now how much it hurts. I know how much you had put your hopes in this working. But I also need you to remember right now that we need to be grateful for tower moments. This is going to be a very difficult eclipse week for you. Things are being completely torn down. But the towers are blessings, because the towers are the universe's way of knocking something down quickly, violently, that was not serving your best self. It was not serving your higher purpose. It was not bringing you to the place that you needed to be. And I know I already see that anger. I can see that anger, that hostility growing around the Aries around this. But I need you to remember, this is a gift to have removed from your life. This is going to be a gift to have removed from your life. Do you want to? I know that you feel like, here's the thing with the problem with the Aries. I feel like, do you want to continue to create this tower situation right now? Do you want that? Do you really want, I feel like, I know the Aries right now with this kind of energy, a lot of the Aries are now being like, because, here's the thing. Every Aries is sitting there at every moment being like, I cannot stress to you how I'm not choosing violence. I'm not choosing violence. I'm not choosing violence. And I feel that this being the last card in this reading, there's a lot of Aries right now that are like, I really want to choose violence. But here's the thing. You have to remember this is happening. This is a blessing. It is a blessing for you. It doesn't feel like it now. I know you're in your feels around it. This is going to be a blessing once it is removed. And once the tower finishes, once the tower is gone, it's going to be a whole new thing. Okay? Ask yourself, do you really want to continue to make the tower moment occur? Or are you going to let the tower moment move peacefully? I know I'm also talking to Aries, so like I know how difficult that is. I'm trying to play the voice of reason to like everybody I know right now who's feeling this and trying to go to war. Bottom of the deck for my beautiful Aries. Listen, babes, you don't want this back. You don't want this back because it was breadcrumbing you. It was not giving you what you needed. I need to stress this. The Aries were asking, whatever the situation was, the Aries were asking for the bare minimum. The Aries had reached a point where they literally were asking, you were asking for the bare, thank you so much for the gift, Mad, the bare minimum. You weren't getting it. Why do you want to start it up again? Why did you think you were going to start to get more? You weren't. This was not the right place for you to be. This is why I'm saying, allow this tower moment to pass. Allow yourself to move on. You're going to get through this. I know you're feeling a lot right now, but this is not the well that you want to drink from because it wasn't giving you anything that you needed in like the most barest practical sense. That is your reading, Aries. Thank you guys so much for taking your reading. Stand strong in there, Aries. That was a hard reading. That's definitely one of the hardest readings. That was even worse than the Sag reading. All right, we're going to keep going. And again, if you're an Aries that needs to kind of process and try not to create any more of that tower moment that's clearly happening around you, may I recommend a private reading with me? They're done over Zoom. I send you a video afterwards if you'd like. Also, if you are a subscriber, you can take 10% off of that reading. You can book them on my site, gracedraga.com. Also, a reminder, if you book a private reading, please, it is a two-step process. You have to subscribe. You have to pay for the reading, and you have to schedule the reading. I need to fix it on my site, but just keep in mind going forward. All right, we're going to keep going, guys. Also, if you are a subscriber, not only do you get 10% off my services, but I will also be doing a random drawing at the end of this live. I will be selecting one subscriber to have a free 15-minute reading with me as well. So if you've been thinking about subscribing, now would be a great time. We're going to keep going. And again, thank you guys so much. You guys are so good. I love my group. I love my audience. I really appreciate it. We're going to keep going. Just a reminder to anyone who's joining us. Hello, we're doing all of the astrology signs. Just a reminder, if you've missed your sign, do not fear, because I am streaming this right now on YouTube. And at the conclusion, I will be putting it up and you'll be able to catch your sign. So we're going to keep going right now. All right. I'm going to read off the signs that we've done so far. Now is the time to start commenting for your sign, and I will read the first one I see that we have not done. Here we go. All right, so far we have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries. The next one we're doing is Scorpio. Where are my Scorpios? Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Tap that screen. Let me know you're here. Claim your reading. And if you know a Scorpio, now would be a great time to share this with them so they don't miss their reading. What do we have? Thank you so much for the follow, Mom site. What do we have coming for our Scorpios this week? What's coming up for Scorpio? Can I see? Whoop! Fast, 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 fast. Oh, thank goodness. I like this energy. So one of the things I need to point out, Scorpio's been going through a pretty, crazy time in the readings that we've been seeing for Scorpio over the last few weeks. You can go back and look at some of the past horoscope readings to kind of get a sense of the full history of the Scorpionic journey. But I do feel like with the arrival of Scorpio season, we're finally seeing some very positive progress. So if you may recall, if you've been following the Scorpion's journey in these readings, we've seen the fact that there's some event that occurred around the Scorpios that has been very difficult for the Scorpios to deal with. Specifically, it was some large event that's occurred in their lives that brought about a very abrupt change. And the Scorpios, who typically are pretty good with change, like they're like it's literally your wheelhouse. This was like a bridge too far. And this was a moment that you've really been struggling with because I feel like it affected your identity in some very pervasive way. And this has been the struggling point for you, has been really being able to like alchemize and integrate this new change and also understand that like this is a part of the journey. This is something that needs to be accepted. This is something that continues to like keep going. All right. So as we continue on this, we are seeing the fact that we've got Page of Cups, which we actually love for the Scorpios, because for me, this is a moment where the Scorpios are coming into a place right now where they're trying to, again, through this integrative process, we see the fact that I've been saying this for a few weeks to the Scorpios, right? You didn't want to do it at first. I kept saying, no, turn to your friends. Tell people what's going on. Reach out to people. Reach out to people. Reach out to people. I feel like this is the week that the Scorpios are finally kind of taking that advice and allowing these other energies to come in right now. And this is allowing for a lot of positivity. I feel like this is bringing this sense of playfulness back in because I feel like there's something about this energy that the Scorpions are letting into their life right now that is, it's more playful. It's also helping the Scorpions not take it so seriously, not take what's been happening as seriously. Because like it's almost like I'm seeing the scenario where the Scorpio is walking the person through what happened. And this outside person, you know, be it a romantic partner, be it a friend, is just kind of looking at them and being like, well, of course, silly. Yeah, of course you feel like that. You should feel like that. We all feel like that. And it's creating this sense of camaraderie. It's creating this sense of support. And it's also making the Scorpio take it less hard on themselves. Like that's the important thing here. It's allowing them not to be as hard on themselves about the thing that they're feeling. Because it's really been the thing that you're feeling that has been so difficult as you experience what's been happening. So we love the fact that like the Scorpions are finally in this place that they're like turning to people around them. They're sharing how they're feeling. They're kind of getting that load off of them. And they're being like, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, of course I got this. And even being able to like, you know, kind of have like a chuckle, like we're not at full chuckle status. I'm not going to say we're not at full chuckle status yet with the Scorpios. We're never going to be at full chuckle status with this, but it's definitely lightening the load to a certain degree. Okay. It's also helping them process the fact that, you know, this is something that is difficult, that there are things that they're moving away from, that certain things are completely over for them. This is eclipse season after all, that there are things that like, you know, even during this process that, you know, it's true. I think that whoever this energy is, it's helping them really process the fact that there are things that they need to put behind them. And that it's okay to be in a place where they're grieving it and mourning it, but that there is support around them that understands and can give them that support as they move through this hard part of their journey, which is very impossible. Like, which was, and I need to stress this for a lot of the Scorpios, what we saw in the last few weeks is this was feeling this is a huge change for the Scorpios because this was feeling practically impossible a month ago. 4 weeks ago, this was like a cataclysmic moment where the Scorpios are like, I will never recover from this. Like that was really what we saw in the cards. The Scorpios being like, I will never recover from this. Everything's over. Oh my God. But now we see that the Scorpios are like, I got this. Okay. Yes. Nothing is ever going to be the same. I need to move. Like certain things are over. Certain chapters are over. I'm moving away from certain things. You're carrying a lot of grief as you do it. But you can do it. And that's that is the milestone moment that we really see is being hit right now with the scorpionic journey. It is a moment that they say, I can do this. I got this. And we've seen this happening slowly over the last few weeks. But this eclipse is actually, I'm seeing that this eclipse makes a lot of sense during Scorpio season. This lunar eclipse is really allowing this chapter to continue, to end. We're seeing this happening. We're allowing this to go, and the Scorpios are accepting it. But they're also doing it in the most scorpionic way possible. Because yes, and this is also why I love this right now, because this is why I said, like, oh wait, no, this is good. The Scorpions have really kind of crossed, like, turned a corner, because the Scorpios are no longer just being like, yes, I need to move away from this. This is hurting me. It hurts me to leave this. This chapter's come over. I can proceed. But what can I get as I leave? What can I still salvage? What can I take? This is the moment that the Scorpios are coming back into their power, because this is the moment where, like, the Scorpios are like, they're not just grieving now. You're looking at it and being like, what can I get from this? And I don't mean get in like a selfish way. I need to stress this. This is like the idea of, like, the Scorpios understanding that, like, in every experience, this is what's really important. In every experience that the Scorpios have, and this is what typically happens, the Scorpio realizes that there's some lesson, there's some deeper thing, there's some deep meaning, there's some deeper gift that every adversity gives them. And what I love about this, and we're seeing that the Scorpios are turning a corner right now, is the Scorpios are finally at a moment right now where they're saying, I need to leave this. What lessons, what thing of value, be it emotional, be it mental, maybe even being like, I gotta admit, there might be some, like, this is the tail. This is the Scorpion's tail snapping back. Like, there might even be some, like, for some of you, and be a little careful, Scorpio, this could be a little bit of that, like, retribution energy, being like, what am I getting? Like, this is the Scorpio finally alchemizing it and going, what am I getting back from this? Like, okay, you hurt, like, this hurt, and now I'm going to snap back and take something from it of value on my journey. This is their seed of power, is looking at a difficult situation and being able to overcome it, because you realize that you're taking something of so much import, something that you're going to be able to carry with you as you go. So we actually love this for the Scorpionic journey. Bottom of the deck on this. Yeah. I mean, the truth is, listen, I mean, here's the thing. The Scorpios right now, you're in 9 of Wands reverse energy. You're still hurting. You're still hurting. Inside, like, you're doing all of this now, but we understand that, much like a lot of the Scorpion energy we see, there is a much deeper hurt. There is still a much deeper pain that, you're not necessarily addressing through this. Allow yourself to have that moment. Allow yourself to process it. Don't feel like you have to ignore it. Allow yourself to face that feeling, because if you don't, it just builds up in you, and it's just going to create, you don't want it to create this bitterness or this anger. So it's, again, more of a message to say, don't hunker down with this. Don't do what you do. Don't let this become poison inside of you. Share it. Help other people can help you alchemize this if you allow them to. Don't let it fester, okay? Because that's going to help you as you heal. What a great moment for Scorpios. Again, bittersweet, but we like it, because it's, again, I see this was the turning point that we've been waiting for right now with the Scorpio energy. So we do like that a lot for them. All right, and again, if you are a Scorpio who would like some help moving through that, just a reminder, you can book a private reading on my site, gracetrega.com. Also a reminder, if you are a subscriber, it is a 2-step process to book a reading with me privately. You have to schedule the reading, and then you have to pay for the reading. So please make sure to do both. Sometimes people forget. Also, just a reminder, if you are a subscriber to my channel, you can take 10% off of my services. And with that 10% off, you will also get entered into a raffle at the end of this for a free 15-minute reading. And I love doing those every week. They're really becoming the highlight of my week. And just again, thank you to all of my subscribers. Just a reminder, a subscriber is different than a follower on TikTok. I know it's a new feature. So, all right, we're going to keep going right now. Can I predict the Eagles' record this season? Oh, I'm predicting we're going to win everything. We're going to the Super Bowl this year, baby. But I'm also like an eternal optimist. So fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx it. Okay. All right, we're going to keep going, guys. Just a reminder, we are doing all of the signs today. If I've already done your sign, don't worry, because I am streaming this live on YouTube, so you can go back and find your sign afterwards, okay? I'm going to read the signs off now. Anyone who, now is the time, start putting in the sign you'd like me to do next, and we're going to keep going. All right, so far, we have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio. The next sign we are going to do is Capricorn. What's up to my Capricorns? How are you doing? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are in the room, please tap that screen. Please let me know that you're here. If you know a Capricorn, now would be a great time to share the live so they don't miss their reading. All right, what do we have coming through for Capricorns? Oh my goodness gracious. Guess what, Caps? You got 5 cards. Well, no, you got 6. Capricorns are having a rough week too. It's okay. We're going to get through it. Wow. Wow. Okay. Caps, it's okay. This is good. I actually am okay with this. It's a lot, but it's a good lot. It's a good lot because Capricorns are doing like what they do with good stuff here. Capricorns, tap that screen. Let me know you're here. I'm going to say the same thing. Like again, and you guys saw me shuffle these cards, right? I shuffle them a lot. Starting off, very similar message right now to the Scorpios, but a little bit different. We keep seeing this. This card keeps popping up like hotcakes. Everybody needs to like turn and find that fun friend right now is what I'm really seeing. Everybody needs to go find that fun friend right now to help them process a lot of the stuff that's going on. I'm actually seeing, but I'm seeing this is actually translating a bit different for the Capricorns. I'm feeling like Capricorns are actually, this is the Capricorn actually. This isn't a friend right now. Capricorns, I love this. Hey, Scorpios, you know that friend you need? You might want to reach out to a Capricorn because Capricorns are in exactly the vibe that you are looking for right now. Capricorns are, you're doing pretty good during this eclipse, man. What is Capricorn drinking? I want some of that. Capricorns, you're going through this moment right now and you're just kind of vibing. You're really just kind of focusing on your own pleasure right now, but you're also doing this. This is like, I love this. I love the cards I'm seeing here because this is such a Capricorn moment. Capricorns have this beautiful ability, and I'm about to show it to you. The other signs don't have it, and this is why I also love Capricorns. I keep them as close to me as possible. Capricorns, here's a hot tip about Capricorns if you don't know this, and Capricorns, you probably know this. Capricorns, when things are going fine, the Capricorn will be having a crisis, okay? When everything is copacetic, when everybody's looking around and being like everything's la-di-da, the Capricorn is freaking out about something, okay? But when everything is on fire, not when Capricorns think they're on fire, when actual things are on fire, when everything is crazy, when everyone else is running around like losing their heads, guys, what is the Capricorn doing? What is the Capricorn doing in that moment when Rome is burning, when everyone is screaming, when the fire alarms are going off, when everybody's having a drill? What are the Capricorns doing? What happens to the Capricorns in that moment? You guys know. They're walking around. They got a drink. They're like, guys, chill out. What's the big deal? I got this. Because the Capricorns, and this is why we love them, they spend every single minute of their lives, worst case scenario, every single thing, so that when that shoe drops, when that shoe inevitably drops, when everything goes to pot, the Capricorn just literally gets to sit there and be like, told you. Don't worry, guys. I've been preparing for this for like, oh, it's the apocalypse? Cool, come over. I've literally got like 3 years of snacks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that happened? Yeah, I told you that was going to happen. Come on in. Everybody here. Guys, do you know what's great about this? Because it's proved the Capricorn right. The Capricorn is now in their power when everything falls to heck. Because the Capricorn's like, dude, I've been living here. The Capricorn's like, I've been living in this place mentally forever. You're all just coming into the house. Come on in, everybody in. And that's when the Capricorn's really like, everyone's like, okay, nobody talk. You will never hear me talking any guff on a Capricorn because this is why we need the Capricorns. All right. Go birds indeed. And that's the thing right now, because the Capricorns are in this moment right now where, you know, they're just trying to vibe. And here's the thing, they're trying to be this positive energy for everyone around them right now. And they're doing that because I feel they're seeing everyone around them right now and they're understanding they're finally seeing the fact that a lot of people are feeling the way that they're feeling. That the people around them right now are embodying a lot of the stuff that they typically feel. And it's making them be able to have this like more open, lighthearted, empathetic moment because, they're seeing a lot of vulnerability around them right now. They're feeling the vulnerability. They've been I can't stress this. Go look at the last few readings we've done for Capricorns. They've been going through this for much longer than a lot of the other signs have. Like the signs are like catching up to what the Capricorns been feeling for like weeks. And the Capricorns right now are like, they're feeling that vulnerability, but they're finding a renewed strength in it. They're like, it's okay. I can get through this even though I'm feeling vulnerable. And I think it's because the Capricorns are seeing this vulnerability around them as well. And they're respecting the fact that it's not just them. And there is a moment right now where the Capricorns are just kind of like, there is this c'est la vie moment happening with the Capricorns right now. But I'm also like not hating it. Because it's not necessarily the fact that like the Capricorn, there is something right now that is a frustration point for the Capricorn. There are some things in their life right now that they're frustrated that they cannot move forward with as effectively as they want to. But we're also seeing the fact that the Capricorns right now are also just accepting that like, a lot of this is kind of their own thinking. It is their own head. And they realize that like they need to get out of this headspace where like they're kind of like worst case scenarioing things, especially because again, they're seeing other people in that energy too. And they're kind of like being called in because they're even feeling like the Capricorns right now, what's really happening is they are still feeling just as vulnerable as they felt before. They are still kind of questioning their own ability to get everything done that they want to get done the way they want to get done because you're being overcritical on yourself like you always are, Cappies. But you're kind of being called out of this right now because you see some tower situations around you and you realize they need your help. You realize that now is the point that you need to step in and get your hands dirty and start fixing things, and that nobody else is going to be able to do it but you. And that's a moment where you're like, you know what? I'm okay with this because you're seeing the fact that other people right now are trying to like scramble through a disaster mode, if you will. And you are now like, okay, I know, like, and this is where the Capricorns are thriving because they're basically saying like, all right, look, I don't have everything perfect, but I know how to help around this. So you're helping not only yourself through this, but you're helping other people around you as you mitigate this disaster that you see kind of happening and making sure everyone's okay through it. Like this eclipse disaster. And also you are like, here's the thing too. I also like this around the Capricorns too, because to a certain extent, I feel like the Capricorns are looking around them right now. And there is a feeling, I also love this about the Capricorns, that there's like a rock bottom moment that's hitting for a lot of the Capricorns right now. And it's like, they're feeling like, wow, things can't get much worse. Things can't get much worse. But that's exactly why you're doing so well right now. Because the thing is with the Capricorns is, though you tend sometimes, what people misunderstand about Capricorns is, even though Capricorns are worst case scenarioing it, that means that like when the worst case scenario hits, the Capricorn feels a moment of relief. Because the Capricorn says, Things can't get any worse. And you know what that means? It means they must get better. If things have gotten completely bad for the Capricorns right now, and I feel for a lot of them, they're looking around and they're seeing the fact that like there is a moment here. It's like things can't get much worse. Here comes the Capricorn stepping in to go, and now we work. And now we get to work. So the Capricorns are really kind of, again, all those worries. If you look back, we saw the Capricorns agonizing over their own personal decisions, over what they did, but it's all gone. Whatever that decision was that they had to make, they're not even thinking about it this week. All they're doing right now is dealing with disasters, because they're seeing a lot of disasters around them. And this is where the Capricorns are actually feeling more comfortable than they have been, because they're like, I know how to take care of this. And all of this, again, I need to stress, any other sign right now, this would be like a huge crisis point. Did I stutter? The Capricorns are actually feeling incredibly optimistic in this moment, even as there is some loss that's being experienced. Because the Capricorn is now, like I said, nothing can get worse. So the Capricorn is now turning their perspective and being like, the Capricorns need to be the force of optimism in these circumstances. They realize that they need to step forward and be that force of optimism for those around them, to make sure that everybody gets through this as well and as safely as possible. And this is why we love you, Capricorns. This is why we love you so much. Thank you so much, Capricorns. Bottom of the deck for Capricorns, right? And this is a beautiful turn, because again, the last few weeks have also been very rough for Capricorns too. I actually like, again, talk about grace under pressure. Like, the Capricorns are navigating this eclipse season like ballers. Like, they win the gold star this week. Bottom of the deck for Capricorns, the Hierophant reversed. And that's the whole point. The thing with the Capricorns is they need to feel like their voice is being heard. You need to feel right now like those around you are hearing you. The only frustration point the Capricorns are potentially going to feel about this right now, I need to stress this, is if you try to come in and lend your voice and lend your support, and you don't feel like you're heard or seen or appreciated for what you're trying to do. This is going to be the only thing that might knock the Capricorns out of this energy. So just pay attention to Capricorn. Listen, don't worry about what other people think and say. Don't worry about that. What matters is how you feel. So if you're feeling like, if there's somebody who like doesn't want to hear your advice, forget them. Don't let them get you out of this energy, because what we really need right now is, we don't need, also, it's a little bit of a warning not to get too I told you so. You know what I mean? You have a habit of that. Don't get too I told you so. If something has happened the way that you kind of told everybody it would happen, try to be there in a kind way to lend support, and then kind of hold it in your head. Be like, I know you're not going to be able to do it. Just keep in mind, if you do it, you might, it sometimes doesn't go over. It doesn't go, it doesn't go over, but I also know, like, you literally can't stop. It's funny that this is the message to them, like, they literally can't stop from saying this. They're going to say it, you're going to be like, there, I'm here for you. I told you this would happen, but I'm here for you in any way you need. So we love this. Again, I'm totally here for this. Keep up the work this week, Capricorn. We need you this week. We need this. Listen, I'm telling you right now, all the signs need that Capricorn energy. I think it's so funny that I literally said the Scorpios need this, and then the next one I did was Capricorn. I'm like, oh, look, here's the thing the Scorpios need. So a reminder to the Scorpios, if you need someone to talk to, go find yourself a Capricorn right now. I feel like that's going to help you. All right, guys, we're going to keep going. All right, thank you guys so much. And if you're a Capricorn who would like to tell me all the tea about all of that disaster that you're doing such a good job mitigating, you can book a personal private reading on my site, gracedorega.com. Please remember, if you book a private reading, it's a 2-step process. You have to schedule and you have to pay. Also, please remember that if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, thank you so much. We deeply appreciate you. That you can take 10% off of any of my services when you pay. Just make sure to mention your TikTok subscriber ID as you pay. Also, a reminder to any of my subscribers, thank you, subscribers. We love you. That if you are a subscriber, I will be doing a drawing at the conclusion of this reading, and I will be choosing one of my subscribers to get a free 15-minute reading as a thank you to those who help and support me. Thank you guys so much. I really couldn't do this without you. All right, guys, we are going to continue. And if you are just joining us, we are doing all of the signs right now. Never fear if I've already done your sign, because I'm also streaming this live on YouTube. I will post it afterwards, and you can find it there. You can just subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. We are going to keep going. I'm going to name all of the signs that I've done so far. You guys can start putting them in the comments. The next one I do will be the first one I see. Let's get started. So far I have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn. Next one is Virgo. Where are my Virgos at? Hello, Virgo. How are you doing today? If you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, please tap that screen. Let me know you're here. If you know a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, make sure to share this with them so that they do not miss their reading. All right, what do we have coming through for Virgo? Oh, there it is, coming through for Virgos this week. Oh, that's a good sign. What else do we have coming through for Virgos this week? Oh, there's a good sign. Okay, so far so good. This is actually, all right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to draw the next card. Can I have the last card? I'm not going to say a darn word. Can I have the next card for Virgo? There it is. It's hidden. We're going to keep it hidden until we finish the reading. Okay, so what do we have coming through? Virgo, this is good. What's going on, man? I'm seeing here, like, I know we're in the middle of the eclipse season, but I'm also seeing that there's something happening around you right now that you feel like there's some kind of victory that you're experiencing. Something looks like it's turning a corner for you this week. There's some kind of success that you've been waiting on. And we're seeing a lot of success. Like, you're feeling a lot more confident as a result of it, which is a really good energy. Because I recall seeing, like, the last few weeks, Virgos have had kind of a hairy reading. You can go back to the YouTube videos to watch them. But I feel like this is the week that something is really going to turn around for the Virgos. They're getting out of this energy that I feel like was more defeatist, and they're now feeling like this new sense of power. I am also seeing here that there's something about this success I just need to stress that has to do around the Virgos' work and their business and their ability to do things that they are passionate about. So for a lot of Virgos this week, we are seeing a lot of success as it relates to your job and the work that you do. We love this. And this is very important right now to the Virgos, because I feel like there was a lot of crisis that we were seeing over the last few weeks. But something about this eclipse, I don't know what's going on, but for the Virgos, like, beautiful, we're seeing that there is some benchmark or some milestone that's being accomplished as it relates to the work you're doing. This could even speak to a lot of Virgos potentially finding new job opportunities this week, or new job offers, or new avenues where they can do the work that they want to do. And this is great for the Virgos right now, because I do sense that this is very much where the Virgos want to be right now. There's a lot of desire right now to be able to do and to concentrate on places where they want on anything right now that they want to work on. This could be, I will say, for some Virgos, this could translate to relationship energy, but also I will stress that this is only indicating relationships that the Virgos really feel are working towards something. This is saying to me that if this is hitting you from a relationship perspective, Virgo, this is saying you're feeling a lot of excitement because you feel like, to some extent or another, there's something right now about the work that the place that you're investing yourself, that you've gotten validation, is giving you what you need. You've been given the thing you need to know or to hear that is allowing you to push forward the way that you want to push forward and to work the way that you want to work. Now, thank you so much for the follow, Trisha. Now, there is something that is bottom of the deck right now for Virgo, so we are going to uncover it, and that is, okay, I'm also seeing here, and I'm okay with this. I am okay with this, because the thing is, it is a bit of bittersweet energy for the Virgos, because the card that was hidden is, oh, thank you, Paige, is the Four of Wands in its reversal. So the thing is, I also am saying that there is still a struggling point for a lot of the Virgos, because what I am seeing is, I'm seeing a success and a setback. A success and a setback, and the Virgo is in between. And either way, I feel like the Virgos are moving forward and getting work done as a result of it. Because, it's really, for me, this says that there was something that the Virgo was trying to achieve. There was at one point a predicted outcome that they thought they were going to head to in one direction. That is not occurring, right? That's not happening. But I feel like this is being overshadowed right now because I think that this has actually been around for a bit, is getting over like this loss or getting over this, like recovering from the reality that something was not going to go the way the Virgos wanted it to go. Something is being rewarded though this week. And it's like this reward, this success is outweighing the tragedy or the disappointment of this other thing in the Virgo's life right now that did not necessarily come to be the way they wanted it to be. But the Virgo is like copacetic with it because for some reason, like especially with this success coming in, for the Virgos, they feel like the balance has been restored. Because either way, the Virgo's like, okay, I now have success around this. This is definitely not happening. But even knowing that this definitely isn't happening and I have success around here is a relief. And this is resulting in the Virgos being able to really, really focus this week and start to get through and start to do the work that they want to do, which I feel has been being affected over the last few weeks with the struggles that the Virgos have been doing. So this does show that this is the week the Virgos really feel like they're going to be able to invest in things in a much more powerful way than they have been in the last few weeks previous. I am going to give you bottom of the deck on this, Virgo. But again, I like this for you. I feel like this is a good place because more than anything, I feel like the Virgos have been waiting for some, they needed, the Virgos, I can't stress, the Virgos really needed a win here. Whatever was going on in the Virgos' life, which is like, I feel like why the Virgos are like, moving forward on like, it's like so quickly. I feel like the Virgos have been sitting here being like, I really need a win right now. I really need a win right now. And this is the win. This is the week that you're going to get that win. Bottom of the deck on this. Six of Cups reversed. So while all this is happening, I do feel like there are some broken relationships or some issues that a lot of the Virgos are experiencing right now as it relates to the people in their life. This might be feeling some feelings of anger or resentment around kind of how people have been helping them right now through what they've been experiencing. This is definitely some potential anger around these events or these like circumstances that they've been looking forward to that haven't kind of come to pass. And so I feel like this is still the Virgo energy harboring some less than positive vibes around these connections, because I feel like there is a moment right now where the Virgos were like are feeling still pretty isolated even in the midst of what's going on. This is going to be, I think, the bigger challenge for the Virgos is getting through, this is like, I need to stress this, Virgos, we don't want you to come into this place of feeling potentially bitter or angry around these connections that you feel like did not help get you to this place that you were hoping to get to a certain extent. And I think that it's valuable to kind of spend this time right now working on processing this and also trying to potentially, ask yourself, are these connections necessarily damaged? Or is it just a situation that like, there is here like a lot of was there a lot of heavy obligation being put on the people around you right now to help you reach these things, because for me, this really shows the fact that like one of the achievements that you're experiencing right now is the fact that you were able to get whatever this victory is entirely on your own. This is something that you did and you alone did. And that's why like you're also doubling down on this. So, I mean, I do think like, again, I thank you so much for the gift, Tony. There is a moment right now where I feel like you are trying to manage the resentment you might feel about these events that you were hoping to occur or looking forward to not coming about. But I do think that like, again, resentment is like a poison that you drink and hoping to hurt the other person. So I think being able to process through this and kind of move in a place of like, look, you got your win, you got your success here. Things might not have worked out the way you were hoping them to, or you might not have had all the happy, like you might not have had like the events that you were hoping to, but everything is working in your favor right now. So just ask yourself about whether carrying this is going to like help you or harm you as you move forward from this point. And also like whether, maybe you want to just like kind of readdress this and consider it from a different perspective. All right, guys, So that was Virgo. Thank you to all the Virgos. And Virgos, if you would like to help, if you would like some help processing through some of that anxiety around those connections, you can book a private reading from me from my website, graceriga.com. Just a reminder right now that private readings, if you book a private reading, it's a two-step process. You have to schedule and pay. Make sure you do both. Also, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off all of my services, keeping in mind that you also just make sure to mention your TikTok name when you pay. Also, please keep in mind right now that anyone who is a subscriber at the conclusion of this live will also be entered into a drawing for a free 15-minute tarot reading with me, which is done. My private readings are done over Zoom, and I do give you the option of having them recorded. And we will continue through there. So we're going to continue now. Just a reminder to everyone, I'm going to read off all of the signs that I've done already. If I've already read your sign, you don't need to worry, because I'm actually going to be, I am live streaming this currently on YouTube. So you can go to my YouTube channel and you will be able to find your sign for the week. All right, so guys, I am going to read off the signs right now that I've done. And you guys can start commenting about which one you would like me to do next. And we will get started. Thank you so much for the follows, Janie and Amy. All right, let's go. Tony, thank you so much. We did do Taurus, but you will be able to find it in the YouTube. All right, let's go. So far, we have done Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, and that leaves Aquarius, Team Aquarius. There you are, guys. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you are here, tap that screen. If you know an Aquarius, now would be a good time to share the live so they don't miss the reading. What messages do we have coming forward for Aquarius this week? Woo! All right, that's a good one. Can I get two more, please? Two more for Aquarius? All right, can I get one more for Aquarius? Whoop! Actually, we've got four for Aquarius. That's okay. I think Aquarius needs this message right now. Aquarius. All right, so you know, and actually I recall seeing this card in your reading a few weeks ago, which is, we're starting this with the Nine of Swords reversed, which again, Aquarius have been going through something that has been very difficult for them right now. But I also am seeing that I feel that more than anything right now, Aquarius, I feel like you realize that like you kind of want the nightmare to be over, and you're doing that Aquarian thing right now, which is I think you're looking at it very critically, to try to find some way to make a difficult situation that is occurring in your life a lot easier, because you've basically just decided like something needs to give, something needs to change as it relates to the circumstance or situation. And you're doing a lot of investigation right now on what you can do to try to help amend this. One of the big problems around this, and I think that this is also something that you're trying to get through this week, is you've been battling yourself right now around what to do to make this easier. You have this desire to make this difficult situation go away, but you've been very unsure of how to actually get that done. And this is a big pain point right now around the circumstance or situation, is just trying to figure out the how. How are you going to do this? And I feel like you have a lot of different options, but you're not sure which one's the right one to go forward. You're really, and I need to say, I feel like there is a moment right here where I think you're doing a little bit too much overthinking on this, and you're also kind of battling yourself too much, and you're being a little too hard on yourself. There, I think, what I'm really seeing here in terms of this issue is the path of least resistance is really going to be the solution here for you. Anything that's causing conflict, the conflict is the problem. The conflict is what's causing so much stress and anxiety for you. So removing the conflict is going to be an immediate amelioration of this situation or circumstance. You just need to make peace with it also. This is also saying to me that there's something in your life you need to also come to terms with and make peace with, so that you can move forward from it in the most practical, pragmatic way possible. One of the situations that I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that there's something going on in the Aquarian's life right now that is causing a lot of chaos to their day-to-day life. Something about the balance of the Aquarian's life right now has been profoundly upset, thrown into a bit of a chaos. And this is the issue that is causing all of this uncertainty and this desire for the nightmare to end. So there is something here I need to stress, and I need to also stress this with the Aquarians. I am also sensing that this might be a circumstance where like you need to accept the situation for what it is. Because especially when we see a 10 of Pentacles reverse, this does speak to me and say that there are issues around this that you might not necessarily have complete control over. It's not necessarily something that you yourself can fix. And that, I think, is the first problem. Once you stop trying to fix the situation and try to find a path of ease through the situation, instead of getting angry about the situation, the Aquarians are getting angry about the situation itself. And you're getting so angry and you're letting it cause you so much stress that you're letting it block you from doing the thing that you need to do, which is, accept the situation. I'm going to say it again, especially when you see the next card that came up. I need you to accept that the situation is the situation and that nothing you can do is really potentially going to affect this situation. You need to figure out how to move through, how to navigate the situation, not change it. The problem here is the Aquarians are having such a hard time because you are refusing to accept that, because what are you trying to do? You are too caught up with wishing that you could change the situation, wishing that you're being angry that something that you're not being heard, that your direction isn't being taken. And you're so frustrated around this being the case. You're so angry because to a certain extent you feel like this has become an idealistic issue for the Aquarians right now. This has become pure. This is the worst part because the Aquarians, here's the thing, the Aquarians, you guys can't move forward from this right now because you're sitting here and instead of being practical about it, you're stressing about the principle of the thing. You're stressing and being like, no, it's the principle of the thing. I shouldn't have to accept this. I shouldn't have to do these things. I should be able to do whatever I want. This should not be this way. I will point out that is true. There are some moments that life is not fair. I am sure there's going to be moments in this where you will find that you can make a difference, but the only way you're going to be able to make a difference and make your voice heard is not allowing yourself to get so gunked up on the fact that you feel that nobody is hearing or seeing you at all and that the whole thing is wrong, that you can't make any progress forward. This is not about losing your ideals. This is about finding practical forward progress that allows your ideals to take shape. And sometimes when we want that to happen, you must be able to compromise. Being able to compromise in this situation right now is going to be the path that actually allows your voice to be heard. I know that's a difficult message right now for the Aquarians, but I cannot stress this enough right now. Bottom of the deck right now for Aquarius, King of Pentacles. There is a real issue right now, right, with the Aquarians, and this is going to hit a little differently depending if you are a feminine aligned Aquarian or a masculine aligned Aquarian, bearing in mind that these are not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned towards. For the masculine Aquarians, the reason you're feeling like this is because there's something about this situation that is making you feel like you cannot be trusted as a source of security and stability. This is driving you nuts. This is making you angry because you feel that you have lost a certain level of power in this, that you feel disempowered because you're not able to provide the stability and support that you so crave to create right now. I'm feeling like you have to process these feelings right now. Allow yourself to move through them and understand that there are going to be practical ways that you can get this feeling back, even in the midst of something that you feel is very unfair or wrong. For the feminine inclined Aquarians, this could be a feeling right now of not being able to find that masculine energy. And this is not based on gender, by the way, but what you feel aligned to. Is that some kind of frustration point versus what you want to do or what you desire doing versus a very grounded, fixed energy in your life that is more masculine inclined, that is saying, like, no, this is the way it is. This is the way it's going to be. And it's that fact that you feel like you are not being heard in this situation that is causing the resistance point. The feeling that this person seems to be holding all of the, trying to make it seem like they hold all the cards, and that you are not necessarily being given your ability to like come in any way, shape, or form. And this is what's causing that idealistic crisis that you're experiencing right now. I'm going to say again, this energy is one that like you're probably not going to change it. I'm getting a lot of like strong earth sign energy here, but figure out the way to navigate through it is going to give you the thing that you want right now. That is the reading for Aquarians, and that, my friends, is all the signs. We have gotten through all of them. I want to thank all of you for sticking around through it. Just a reminder for any of you, thank you so much for the likes and the shares and the comments. If you missed your reading, never fear, because you can go to my YouTube channel. I will be uploading it right after we complete this, so you can find the reading for all of the signs there. My YouTube is Grace Draga. You can find the link in my profile. Also, if you wanted to get more information on anything I've said here, we've also got the daily collective reading that is also up on my YouTube from this morning. And if you'd like even more from there, you can book a private reading with me. You can book that on my website, gracedraga.com. Just a reminder, when you book, it is a two-step process. You have to subscribe and then pay. I need you to do both if you'd like the reading. Also, if you are a subscriber to my TikTok channel, when you pay, you can take 10% off of my services. Just make sure to mention your subscriber ID so I can make sure that you are a subscriber. And to anyone who is a subscriber, at the conclusion of this live, I will then take the list of subscribers today, and I will be doing a drawing to pull one of my subscribers for a free 15-minute private reading with me. My private readings are done over Zoom with the option of a video that can be sent to you afterwards. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to be here with me. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. I appreciate all of you, especially my subscribers. Your continued support, just, I cannot tell you how much it means to me. I do need to jump off now, sadly, so I can't stay on too long to talk. I wish I could stay on to talk because I love talking to you guys, but I do need to go pick up my little one. So I want to thank all of you. I wish you guys have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. All right, I just